221 3064 just arrived. Hey guys, Justin here. I'm in Armadale right now for our final shutdown route to be filmed. The main and most important express route, just changed, but the most important express route of all the shutdown. 221 Armadale Station in Perth Busport, the limited stops version of the 220. Very, very important. 10 minutes per bus on weekdays, and basically every single bus is an Arctic bus. So that's why. Here we are at 3115, ready for the 221 service. It stops at Kelmscott, Seaforth, Gosnells, Maddington, Kenwick, Cannington, Carousel, Oats Street, Vic Park Transfer, Wellington Square, Royal Perth Hospital, and Perth Station, and Perth Busport. This is also the one that actually goes into Perth Busport instead of like the 907 doesn't go in there during the middle of the day. Here we are, 3115. Let's get on board. Arctic bus on the 519, 3055 Swan Transit. So yep, no change for 519, still normal Swan Transit. But why the hell is an Arctic bus? Why the hell it is an Arctic bus? What the hell? What? Time to go. Next station, Kelmscott. And there's the Trans-WA Booking Centre. What the hell? What the hell is that Trans-WA Booking Centre right there? Literally just a shack. It's not even a big old thing. The one and only route that actually is normal now turns right from here. It doesn't touch the shopping centre. So, immediate another turn. So, and also we have the ones that go to Armadale Senior High School actually also goes down here, but also just extensions, but this is one of the normal routes that actually goes here now. You see another Arctic bus, like literally every single bus now is an Arctic bus for the 221, literally every single one. So they are fulfilling their promise of having only Volvos on the 221. But not yet for 907. Hopefully they're gonna do so in the future for 907, because right now it's still pretty bad, the buses. I've not seen a gas bus yet actually today, but they're probably for sure there's gonna be some gas bus coming up. And the whole path is very simple. It's the same as the 220, except it doesn't run Albany Highway. It runs Shepperton Road after hitting Oats Street. We're not stopping at anything except all of the stops I listed earlier on. Go straight on the Southwest Highway, turn left, and we go straight up. Next stop is Kelmscott. Let's see how long will this take. I've taken it yesterday full journey the other way with a B12. So now I've actually really did decent memories with this 3115. It's actually a Carrier bus, so I think it's swapped down now for the shutdown. So it's down here. So, but this is one of the Carrier buses that is operating in Carrier Bedford before, because that my favorite driver of all times, that Carrier guy. I need to ask his name. Damn it. So I don't think he's on coordinating today. Plus yesterday he was 3141, one of the newest generations for Arctic buses. We have a lot of different Arctics coming out. Literally like all the newest ones are on the 221, the 3140 series. Yep, hopefully this guy drives faster. Yesterday I took a B12 and the driver was not really that fast yesterday for the B12. And there's a lot of miscommunications between the driver and the passengers where they want to get off. It's just one example yesterday. One guy wants to go to Victoria Park, and then he just said, "This goes to Victoria Park." That's basically what he asked the driver. And the driver, of course, assumed that's basically the general vicinity of Victoria Park, which of course this thing stops, because it stops at Victoria Park Transfer Station. And it also stops at Oats Street, which is also part of the Victoria Park area. So that's why the driver just answered the passenger, yes, it will stop. And then of course the passenger actually is wanting to go to where the park center is, inside of the Albany Highway section and stuff on the outside. So that's why I ended off, the driver just had to let him off in the middle of the road, and then just said, next time, no, not okay, okay? Last route to film, I don't need to film 220 again because I filmed 220 already last year. It's the same thing, no change, it's just the frequency has been enhanced. Now we have 22, 22 and 220, limited stops version. Of course, we don't need to touch the hospital, we just go straight through. Actually, with the 219 running between the Kelmscott and Armadale and via Armadale Hospital during weekdays, is so useless now, the 219, because usually before they let you to go onto the trains after they hit Kelmscott station. But right now, there are no trains, and the one and only one that you can actually get at the station itself is the 907, which is going to take years before it gets to the city. While we have the 221, which is the one you should be taking to go to the city, is actually on the main road, which the 219 actually doesn't have a direct connection with it. So only the 220 actually has a direct connection with the 221 if you want to go on a limited stops. I guess you can walk back out, which is not too far, but if people actually don't know about it, then they're just going to wait there for a 907. It's going to take years for them to get back out to the city. Okay, this driver's driving very, very decently right now. All the way through. Oh, someone's getting off already at Kelmscott. Alright, next station is Kelmscott. No stops. Now B12 is definitely not as good as the B8s, but B12s are cool, so yeah, in terms of like functions and also speed, the B8s Arctics for these definitely are way better than the B12s. So okay, still it's still just the second day of the shutdown, so people are still not really that familiar with the things. Which we're passing through the hospital now. No stops. Next is Kelmscott. How many minutes do we talk? Maybe like less than 10. And then after that, it's very straightforward. Around 20 minutes, we should be able to get to Cannington. And I think, again, due to miscommunication, someone needs to get off right here. Which this is not one of the stops, but the drivers let them off. Yes, this is not one of the stops. There are no stops. So literally, there isn't even a stop there, and then the drivers stop in the middle of the road. Now, technically, after 7 p.m., you can literally tell the driver to actually make this into like an all stop, so they can stop anywhere. Because what's the point of making this in the limited stops, you know? I think for limited stops like this, the 7 p.m. rule should not apply. Because then it's just losing its purpose of a limited stops. When people can literally ask them to stop anywhere. So I don't think the 7 p.m. rule should be applied, should be allowed on the limited stops routes after 7 p.m. Well, cars at the front are stalling us right now, literally. And here we are at Kelmscott. We don't stop at any of these, we stop at the stop where the station is. So, and red light here, we cut it out. We have to cut out as many red lights as possible. We'll cut out all of the red lights just to actually just to keep the video as short as possible. This bus is so empty right now, what the hell? This is not the stop. Okay? Because that's not the station. The station's back here. So, that's fine. And this is the stop that we'll be stopping. Right here is the station's right there, so that's fine. The stop will be right here. This is the stop for 221. No one, peace. Also have the stadium route also stop by. Stadium route is literally the same stops as this thing, and it's just no stop from Cannington all the way to the stadium. And another red light. Next is Seaforth. Next station, Seaforth. Okay, so today we also have the new Waruna service, which is trans-regional. But unfortunately, that on the app, there are no stops stated for the trans-regional services, which I cannot even search on the app yet. Yes, there's still nothing related to that. And I'm gonna go to Waruna now to try to actually see whether there's some stops there. Because there are no stops in Waruna still. I'm just traveling along down the path in Waruna. There's still no transit stop in Waruna, so that's why I'm not so sure about the Waruna services, how they're gonna do it. So, Mark is going down to take the first outbound service, which there's only one, so that's fine. And he will take the Australian replacement coach back from Waruna, because that's the last stop for the express coach, and an express will go from Waruna to Cannington for people to change to the Armadale line, and the next stop will be East Perth Terminal for the coach replacement. And there's of course the all-stop coach, which runs Waruna, and then will be Pinjarra next stop, and then Mundijong, Byford, Armadale, and then from Armadale, East Perth Terminal. Okay, not going to Perth, which I think the TransW website is definitely very badly designed right now, because usually for people used to taking the Australian, they will choose, on the website you select from Bunbury or from Perth City Station to Bunbury or Perth City Station. But right now if you actually search Bunbury to Perth City Station, for example, for the Australian services, it will just say there are no scheduled departure, without giving you a redirect on the website to let you go to choose East Perth Terminal. They don't have any redirect on the website to actually let you go to choose East Perth Terminal instead. Which is so bad, because then people don't know about it, then they would thought that they're gonna think like, oh, that means there are no more Australian related things. No, the coaches does run for the replacement service, but just doesn't go to Perth, it goes to East Perth. But of course people, if they don't know about it, which right now with the shutdown, all of these normal routes, no one knows about it anyways. No one knows what's going on, and still keep on asking the drivers and the staff. For sure no one's gonna know about the Australian replacement. Nice driver, nice. Drive right through. So really I think they need to have a redirect on the TransW website to actually let you choose East Perth Terminal instead. That's still just at 220, and the next stop we have 221 because here's Seaforth. Anyone? 907 runs at the back. Oh, there are people. We're slowing down. Oh, there are people. Wow. Kelmscott no one, but Seaforth, yes, 2. Let's see whether these guys ask the driver what's going on. Okay, they're just tagging on. Okay, good. Good, if they know about the routes. Nope, after they tag on, they're asking the driver. Oh no, what the hell? Someone's paying tickets. I screwed that. Next station, Gosnells. Yesterday also I want to say that B12 driver that I took yesterday, literally is not enough information. As soon as people start to board in the city, at the stops, the driver just like, be careful, this is limited stops. That's what he says. He doesn't even say where the bus stops. He just says, this is limited stops. We don't stop everywhere. This is limited stops. That's it. Limited stops. WTF does limited stops mean? No one even know what that means. Like, we know what it means by limited stops. Where does it stop then? If it's limited stops, like what the hell? You need to give more specific information, you know? That's why leading to so many miscommunication between the passenger and the driver. because the driver doesn't give any detailed information about the things. It's like limited stops. That's it. Now we're slowing down again. And 221 B12 3023 on the 221 service. But for these drivers, are just really miserable because they're just driving 221 and then they might switch to 907, but that's basically what they do all day. Now we have 907 starts in the morning here at Gosnells for one of the trips, and also some random stuff from Kelmscott as well. And we got flies flying in here. Yep, we got flies flying in here right in front of my face again. Alright, the Gosnells stop is actually the one before the turning out from the station, so that's why it's actually right here. I think this is the stop right here. Yep, this is the stop. No one's there. Next station, Maddington. Okay, we're a little slow here because there's a truck at the front, which is annoying. 907 will go into the station as usual, which is terrible. Literally 907, the main point of 907 that's actually running is just for Charles and Seaforth. Literally there is no point of the 907 actually continue its way through. There's literally no point. I guess Cannington bus station. But literally it should just stop at Charles and Seaforth. I guess they for people that actually want to change in the middle, I guess, whatever. I take that back. Well, I actually haven't seen a 907 yet. What the hell? I haven't seen one yet because it's driving them out inside instead of on the main road. So, but there should be gas bus again on it today. I'm not so sure, but I haven't seen one yet actually for gas bus on the 907. Today, yesterday, literally all gas bus. 90% of 907s are gas bus yesterday. So, yeah, we're gas bus yesterday. Literally, some good buses. But literally all of them are gas buses for most of the time. And during rush hours too. Literally all of the gas buses during rush hours for 907 are completely full. And continue. A little slow here, unfortunately. Oh, we got some breathalyzers checks on the other side. Jesus. From the police breathalyzers. Jeez. And here we go, speed up now. This guy's driving really decently right now. When he can drive fast, he drives fast. So wow, that lady is absolutely miserable. Still need to wait for an hourly 221 B12 3007. Not in service 3021. That's the one I took yesterday. 3367 on the 907. Not bad. B8 there, decent. Hopefully they're using mostly B8s today. Yesterday literally terrible. I'd rather use gas bus on 908 because that's a shorter one instead of the longer one. And also actually in the morning I took a Jandakot depot bus. Yes, I took a Jandakot contract bus in the morning on the 100 2608. I know it's just a Canningvale bus, but it's actually some of the bus up north that got swapped down to the Jandakot depot. So yes, it is actually a Jandakot bus. Yes, not a Canningvale. It is part of the Canningvale contract, but it is Jandakot depot, so that's why, yes. We still have no idea where Jandakot depot is, and we still cannot actually search it on Google Maps. For all of the other depots, it's already up in the Google Maps. You can search it and you know where it is, but Jandakot depot, we still have no idea where it is, so that's why. Hopefully later on someone will go and try to randomly look for it and then update Google Maps. And also I want to say, it's literally today in the morning, my 100 is literally empty. Like, what the hell? Now it's like semester break, so that's why the 101 is completely useless in my opinion during semester break. Like, what's the point? The 101 is literally serving the university. That's basically it. No one even goes to university. There goes that, 907 2686. So during semester break, who the hell will go to the uni? Considering 100 also goes from Canning Bridge over to uni anyways, so why the hell needs to run the 101? Every single 101 should be completely empty. I don't get it. even rush hours, no one will be going to uni. I mean, like some random cleaning peoples. I don't think even the lecturers will go to the university during semester break. This is like literally the start of the semester break. So for sure, no. Maybe during almost the ending of the semester break, then they might have people going for meetings and stuff and ready for semester start. But definitely not now, man. Next station, Kenwick. That red light. Let's cut it out. Still full line closures today. Very soon the shuttle trains will start, but unfortunately I won't be here for it. I'll have to take it next year when I come back. Unfortunately, when I come back, it's almost semester start right away, so that's why I have the orientation week that I can go out and do some sort of filming before the start of the semester. Next is year 3 for me, so it's very, very tough. For sure, we're reducing chances of going to film, but hope for the best. So even if I don't have any Perth videos, I still have the Hong Kong videos to go through, so that's fine. But for sure we have Perth videos, it's just how many can we get next year. Okay, 221 limited stop Arctic again, 3142 like I said, all of the 3140s are basically on it, so. Those are the newest generation of Arctic buses with the new front seats, so that's why. This still doesn't have the new front seat over there. Still the old ones, so. A little slow here on the uptake here. Kenwick stops at front. Way better having a gas bus drive now though. Okay, so far still no gas bus, which is good. Hopefully they've fixed that problem. Another red light. Albany Highway is just so bad. Yesterday, especially with the 230, so bad. Oh my gosh, yesterday. Like, that's 000 bus on the outside. Arctic, of course. There's just Arctic everywhere right now down here. 3143. Passed by already, Kenwick stop. Next station, Cannington. I mean, next station, Cannington Carousel. Now from here, 907 need to turn into Beckenham, which we don't need to, so 221 is even better than the 907 to be honest. In terms of replacement, express. 907 is the legit replacement for all of the stops, but this is the express one to go to the city if you don't want to do too many stupid things. Literally we haven't stopped since Seaforth. Literally no one bought it since Seaforth. Honestly, off-peak, just use non-Arctic on it, really. Non-Arctic on off-peak is already good enough. And that's it for filming. Mark is going down to Mandurah now. He's going down there to check out the Waruna service, which will depart at 12 something. (907) turns right. Event bus also needs to go into Beckenham station. And then Cannington bus station, then express to stadium. Bus on the outside, 000. Oh, and gas bus. There it is. There's the first gas bus that I saw for 907 coming out. I can't see the number though, so tell you guys later. 1637 on the 907. Terrible. I need to put some ointment on my lip, hang on. Feels a little weird. Right, continue. Non-peak, so only 930 is going in there. Now let's see whether the drivers are still not aware of the change of the routes and still go the wrong way. Oh, maybe I can see a 206 at the front or something. Because they need to go straight now. They're not. And also, I actually want to say is that sign for the 206 turn is like the worst one. I'll show you later on when we drive by. 221 Arctic bus 3140, completely empty almost. Alright, Cannington Carousel's next stop. Yep, that guy again doesn't have this one because it doesn't stop here. If you just walk down a little bit, and you see there it is, the sign right there. I'm not seeing it here. The 208, 507, 508 turns right here, which is the good old path. Which also the 206 usually goes there as well. But with the changing of the shutdown routes, they don't do it now for the 206. Instead, it goes straight and turns at the next corner. It's just so confusing because drivers literally just switch around these routes always randomly. That's why they're gonna mess up with the routes if they don't actually remember things right. Not seeing a 206 here though. And here we are. I was going to show you how stupid the sign is. The turn is still a mile away. It's 206 on here, you see? 206 on there. Here's Oak Street. And they put the sign right here. 206 turns right. What the hell? It's not even here. The turn. The turn is still like 1 kilometer down, literally. Like, what the hell? They put the sign right there for drivers to know turns right. The turn is like a mile down. Oh my gosh, 507, 2500. You see, the turn is right there. Here is the turn, right there at the front where the cars are coming on the other road over there. Right there, that's where the turn is. Literally it's a mile away from the sign, which is literally like back there. Like, what the hell? What the hell, Transperth? And also we have that sign over there actually on Cecile Avenue guiding the buses to turns left for all these 4 routes, 206, 208, 507, 508. It says 206, 308. Oh my gosh, come on Transperth. Like the basic mistakes writing the correct number on it, you still wrote the wrong one. 206, 308. We don't even have a 308. Like, what the hell? Ah. 930 Thornlie Station. 2471. And what the hell? Should be go time already, but we're not going. Oh, time stop, freaking hell. Alright, peace. Alright, departure time after time stop. More Arctic bus coming in here. Next is Oats Street. 221, 3135. One of the older ones, but still pretty new. Next station, I should have next station, Oat Street, then non-stop to Victoria Park Transfer Station. And here's the Albany Highway traffic. Ugh. through Bentley again, like the 230 that I filmed yesterday, but which is actually kind of bad. I'd rather they actually stop at Bentley because it's a big suburb. But I guess Bentley's actually Welshpool, so of course they don't stop. Because Welshpool's gone. 930. Continuous route 212, 2600. Every bus does that now. If they are continuing to other routes, they will continue having the thing on there. So, and more lights. 100. Cannington bus station. Well, of course, it doesn't say Cannington bus station on it. It's just a Cannington station. But basically, that's what it is. Cannington bus station. Why are there no numbers on it? What the hell? There are no numbers on it. What the hell? Yeah, there are no numbers on the right side of the bus. What? That's so weird. There's no number on it. 2460. There's no number on the right side of the bus. What the hell? That's an unreferred bus, but there's no number on it. What the? So far not a single NH, I haven't seen one yet, so we should be able to see some later on. There's a pretty old bus at the front, that might be an NH actually. That's more like a gas bus to me. Unless we will see that bus. Yeah, it's still there, stopping. This is the Bentley stop, so that's why it is stopping at the front for I think a 34. Now, yesterday I did saw 1301 on the 34, so this one might be 1301 actually. Yes, there's definitely an NH actually. It's definitely an NH. It definitely saw it. Yes, it is definitely an NH. It definitely doesn't look like a gas bus, so that's why. Yes, it is a 34. And I think it is 1301, is it? No, it's a gas bus. Okay, 1421, that's a gas bus. Right there. Unfortunately. 2750 Redcliffe bus on the 34. There that goes. Good. Hopefully they'll get swapped down first. We're gonna get swapped down the Southern River very soon. $20, $30.61 on the 221 service. And here at the front we're split off with the 220. Now there was a stadium stop back there, but that's for the 656. That's just a basic one. Yep, here we are split off with the 220 continuous way inside Albany Highway, and we limited stops out here. 907 gas bus, 1437. And we start seeing 908s now as well, and also 905 if we can see it, because still running today for the remaining of the sections because it's full line closure stuff. Yeah, they don't need to come back here literally. Yeah, the stop is just over there across the street. I need to go down to the Bunnings, which is behind the office, which is literally behind the office works right here. Circle route over there, 908, 2763. Perth bus. And no one at Oats Street. This is the stop. No one is here. Literally empty. Next station, Victoria Park Transfer Station. Change at Victoria Park Transfer Station for all local routes. 37 turns in there, and also 285. Yes, 37 has now been swapped to a circular route. So, bus coming on the outside. Nothing on the desk though. 9:30, 3368. That's a glitch to desk though. Literally doesn't show up earlier on. That's again a Carousel bus got swapped out. That's I ended up carrying up, and all the northern suburbs now losing like literally every single one of their B8s up there, and literally just getting replaced by NH, which is cool, I guess. But NH is really terrible compared with the B8s in terms of their usefulness. So that's why. Continue. We're not stopping. Here's the Carousel stop for the 908, Min Street right here. Yep, this is 908 stop, which of course we're not stopping. Next is Big Park Transfer, literally everyone's just taking it to Perth, so that's we don't even stop at the Causeway, which is so crazy in my opinion. Now another stopping. Is it red light? No, we're going. We're going. Unfortunately, we don't have a bus lane here, which is kind of annoying in my opinion. Anyway, turns right, which we filmed yesterday. 9:30, 2452, 908 future bus, 1675. To Cannington. To Cannington Station. I really like this tone. Cannington Station. And also the other Canningbridge Station. Yeah, Canningbridge Station. And here we are at Victoria Park Transfer Station at the front. This is actually technically one of the best routes if you want to go to Perth Busport from Victoria Park Transfer Station, because there's limited stops. Don't even need to stop anything. Like literally no stops all the way through, technically, but of course there are stops, but yeah, this is actually the best one to take because it's so frequent, even more frequent than the 960 if you want to go to Perth Busport. And we should have path buses on 940, 270 going, 2319. What? That's a transferred again. 1411, 960. That's another. That's probably a temporary transfer because 2319 is in Morley, and definitely Morley doesn't run the 270. That's probably a temporary transfer or something. Yeah, probably temporary transfer. We got 935 future bus. Again, something rare that you don't see that often. What is that? 16. Okay, Welsh pool. 1699. That's the first one that got swapped over. 75 gas bus. 38 gas bus. 1414. 75. 1366. And 33. 1425. 1326. This is the one that will be swapped over very soon. Next one probably. And we got terrible peoples here. Oh, someone's getting off with park transfer. Yes, we're gonna go to East 5th Quay and just change here. Because it doesn't stop actually across the causeway, so that's fine. Okay, so far no NH, which is actually surprising, no NH. I expect a lot of them actually, but not really right now. 1423 on something. I didn't see the number. I just saw the bus number, but not the route. There's a future bus at the front, either future or B12. I'll take the next 221. He's for sure driving 221 again, so that's why I'll just wait for the next one. It's 10 minutes anyways. Just spend some time inside, maybe help some people out. And crossing the causeway onto the city. Next station, Wellington Square. So funny with the train announcement on the bus here. The ram stops. Next stop's Wellington Square. Got more buses now. All these things doesn't stop actually at the causeway, so that's why it's actually not that great. 2401 on the 178. Got buses way over there. Let's just see what they are. 2388 on a 940. Nice path bus. Nice. Is that Redcliffe? I think that's Redcliffe, isn't it? Let me check. But I think that's Malaga though. Is Malaga also running it? Let's check the depot list. We're not stopping, so limited stops 221, 3118. Another Carousel bus, but got swapped down. See the bus numbers, 2388. It is a Malaga bus. So, hang on. No, it is not a Malaga bus. 2388 is the last bus for Redcliffe. The last B7 2880 series, the last one. 2389 is in Malaga. That one here, 2350. And 907 at the front. 3114. Nice on the list. The NH are back in on the list now. The NH back in the list. I can actually check it out. Where the NHs are. We have Malaga Depot with 1568. Nothing in the other ones. Redcliffe we have 1160, 1162 to 1164, 1174, 1203, 1209, 1301, 1332, 1359 to 62. 1566, 1567, and 1724. That's a lot of NH in Redcliffe. Welshpool. Oh, 1591 is gone, but 1592 is still here. And it doesn't update with the future buses though. We have 1344 for Beckenham, 1570 for Beckenham, and we also have the buses from Wangara also swapped down. And also 3427 and 3428, the newest bus. Binyap, we got 1230, 1342, 1347, 1845, 1846. Canningville, nothing. We then have the Jandakot Depot list in there now, with the buses that swapped down from somewhere random. Nice, Jandakot Depot. Jandakot Depot, that's so weird though, but write it like that way, Jandakot Depot. It's on the depot on his own. Joondalup 1222, 1224, 1226, 1227, 1228, 1827. Carousel 1345, 1349, 1354, 1840, 1843, 1844, 1847, 1848, 1849, 1850. That's so many. Midvale 1155. That's the bus that did the 654 a few days before. 1221, 1225, 1231, 1571. Also, according to some random people, actually said one of the NH did a 328. That's crazy. And again, a not meant to stop 907 stopped right there for people to get off. Like again, miscommunication probably. Mount Claremont, nothing, but Shenton Park, yes. 1229, 1343, 1346, 1355, and 1569. Southern River, nope. Oh, Southern River we have these, oh, those are just gas buses. Wangara we have 1157, and Transperth we have, Fremantle doesn't have any. Mandurah, of course, we have tons of that. We have the oldest one, 1501, and that's it. Okay, he's stopping over there. That's the McIver stop. We're not stopping. Next station, Perth, where this service not terminates. We just go to Perth Busport, but next station is Perth. What the fuck? What? The light is green and it's not moving. This is so stupid. $960, 2714, Redcliffe. The light is green again and is literally not moving. Why so slow? What the hell? What is this? Why so slow? I know it's construction work, but still, 40 kilometers per hour, that's not that slow, seriously. Next is Perth Station. Next station, Perth. Alight at Perth for all train services. 907 gas bus. 1439. And another light. Oh my gosh. Now the driver should stop because this is basically the main point for people to get off, so. 905 from the reflection, because I can't see it's literally behind everything. And one last stretch. We're there. What's that bus? 3407, another Welsh pull one on it. 950, 3379, that's a non-Arctic in the middle of the day. 2316, 980. And different coordinate this time. Here's Perth Station. Next stop is Perth Busport. There's someone getting on to get into Perth Busport and tagged on. Why do you need to tag on? This is free transit zone. You don't need to tag on. Tagging on in a free transit zone is just waste of time. It's really a waste of time. Just walk in and then the driver can just close the door right away, because sometimes when they need to tag on, it's just very annoying. 1628, ready for 907. And slow travel here. It's in the city. And here we go. Stand 7 over here for Trans-WA Transperth layover only. They got rid of it. They get rid of it already. Before they said Trans-WA stand, but no longer. 2753 still along William Street. 51, 24, 13. I want to see whether any 30 or 31 drove the wrong way again. Because 34 is correct, still on William, but the other two are not. So that's why, let's see whether anyone turns here. 34, nice, got correct. 34, correct. Ah, flies. Even on the bus. Not 220. B12 on a 220. 3020. Oh man, I could have took that one and I don't actually need to walk. But I slightly missed it, so unfortunate. There's still this fly flying around. Oh my gosh. And Perth Busport. Here we are, Perth Busport. And which stand? I don't know, the driver slots, so that's very good. later on, and time to get off right here at stand 4. There it goes. Made it to Perth. Very, very smooth. Really like this express route. One of the best ones for sure, and one of the most important ones. So that's all for the routes that we'll be featuring for the Armadale shutdown. That's it for all of the videos. Actually, we have some other routes to feature, but that's it for shutdown routes here in Perth this year. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to like and subscribe. Click the bell so that you can get notifications when I post. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace!